Yeah.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of our heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. I am Richard Hurst, and always joining me in the booth is Miss Amanda. Miss Amanda, how are you feeling this evening? I am doing all right, ready to take on some West Coast racing here at Auto Club. I'm feeling pretty excited about it, as this is a 5-lane track, so we could see 4 wide live up to their name. Well, let's take a look at the points from last week's race. Last week was the was a road course, and not a lot of people enjoyed it, except for the winner, which that is going to be Ray Courtney. Ray Courtney took the win last week, and that put him up to the top of the points, with Sean Anderson sitting in second. Peter Stewart is going to be sitting in third. Chase Greer going to be sitting in fourth. Zachary Stevens, you know, I had a really high expectations for him at the road course. He put out some blazing fast laps, going in the practices and everything, and then he was just beaten out of it. But him and Jesse Singleton put on a great race, because those two were pretty much evened out. But Zachary, he took over the 5th spot. Robert Gray going to be sitting in 6th. Billy Davison going to be sitting in 7th. Willie Evernham going to be sitting in 8th. 9th is going to be Jesse Singleton. 10th is going to be Jack Nudemacher. Take 11th. We'll go with that. Well, it was an exciting race last week, and tonight we're back to the ovals, and Auto Club is a very different ball game, as these cars will get loose, they will get tight, they will make some hellacious speed on that outside line. We will see these cars, maybe taking the inside line for just a few laps until these tires get heated up, and then we'll probably see them making those runs on the outside. Let me make sure my trading paints is up to date, because I see a little blue car. I know y'all can't see that because I'm still on the points, but yeah.
Whose car are you looking at?
That's gonna be Cody's.
It might actually be blue.
Well, I was just gonna update it just to be sure.
Okay, well, you do that.
All right. Well, while Trading Paints is loading, we're gonna step aside and go to our national anthem. So everybody stand up, put your hands over your hearts, remove your hats, and we'll be right back. All right, and we are back, and we are just waiting for everybody to get their qualifying laps in. But tonight's race will be 100 laps, 200 miles, a fuel window of 26 to 28 laps, 3 additional sets of tires. So they got four including that set that's on it on the car itself. We're going to see a stage break at a lap 30. No penalty points this week, and track is 75 feet wide, 5 lanes of travel. Loose. We'll probably see cars get loose on the first 2 laps until these tires heat up, and then, well, like I said, we'll probably see that high line take point, as that might be the preferred line. As I was racing the trucks earlier, and I saved a lot of tire up there. A lot of guys were burning up their tires trying to ride that low line, trying to make the slide jobs, and I was able to just blow right on past. Now the ARCA cars are a different beast, and so it might be just a little bit different, but we shall see. And looks like we are almost finished up with qualifying. So, did you watch? Have you been? No, I guess you haven't been racing the officials because you're not
No.
up that high. So, all right. So, pick of the night. Now we've seen Ray Courtney. He won last week. He was pretty much spot on that road course. He looked like he put in a lot of practice. Tonight we got Cody B. Johnson. It looks like he might steal the pole away from somebody. And we got Thomas Blackburn out there rooting for Michael Taylor. But who do you got for tonight's pick?
You know, it's kind of a toss-up. I'm torn between Grant Turner and Chase Greer. They're both good drivers.
And we don't have any audio yet, just so you know. Chase Greer and Grant Turner. Well, I'm gonna take either Zach Stevens or I'm gonna say Cody Johnson.
Okay.
Cody Johnson on the pole. Zach Stevens, he's sitting about 10th back, but this is a track where you can save tires and you can make some moves. Now, I will say that that if you save tires too long, you can be in trouble. Now, I do expect somebody to go the distance. Michael Taylor said, "Thanks, bub. Hope your mad cow isn't all flared up." All right, let's go through today's the chat. That was actually pretty funny. It threw me off right there. Thanks.
That must be in the big chat.
Yes, so that's it. So Cody Johnson is going to take the pole position. Sean Anderson going to be sitting on his outside. Chase Greer going to start right there behind him in that Cookout Chevrolet. Oh, man, they're going to... All right, we got Willie Everham. He is going to be starting in the 4th position. Peter Stewart in that Cinnamon Toast Crunch 111. He is going to be starting in 5th. Michael Taylor is... that's Red Robbins. Michael Taylor is going to be sitting on his outside in 6th. We're
going to go with Ryan.
Ryan Von
Just
Henschel.
Ryan.
I think that's the way. Henschel. Von Henschel. Hopefully I said that right. He's going to be starting in 7th. 8th is going to be Mr. Grant Turner. 9th, and he is riding around in that Pepsi Max. He said that was the wrong paint scheme, but that is the right paint scheme that he is racing. Ray Courtney going to be starting in 9th. Zach Stevens in that Daytona Hydro Dip number 47. He is going to be starting in 10th. Lucas Reed going to be starting 11th. 12th is going to be Billy Davison in his butt kicker ride. 13th is going to be Mr. Jack Nudemacher. 14th is going to be Ron Fenton. And Jeffrey Rudick going to be starting in 15th. Lucy Nudemacher going to be starting in 16th. And Robert Gray in the Wonder Bread number 3. He's going to be starting 17th. All right, let's throw some sound up there, so that way everybody can hear these cars rumble around the track. We'll get rid of the grid information. But Cody B. Johnson, he is going to lead them to the to the starting line and take the green. Should be a pretty exciting race here tonight, as these cars are very unpredictable. So we might see it go green. We might see a couple cautions thrown in the mix, but right now we'll probably see them take it easy for the next 2 laps. And then they'll probably start racing it hard. 13 people out there on the stream. We appreciate y'all stopping by and spending your Sunday evening with me. Hopefully you watched the race. Saw a pretty good race at Fontana Auto Club. And it looks like the green is about to fly.
Green flag,
and
green
there
flag.
it is. Green flag is out, and there goes Cody Johnson. He is going to ride that low line until he gets clear of that number 14 on the outside. We'll probably see him drift up so he can get a good entrance on the corner. With the 40 of Chase Greer, he's going to take over the 3rd position. Now he's going to be battling for 2nd on that low lane. Now that low lane is going to be where the car will break loose, but look at the run that the 14 of Sean Anderson has. Sean Anderson utilized that high lane, was able to keep it under control, and they are already 3 wide behind him. That's going to be, who is that? That is going to be partial of Willie Evernham, the 111, and someone else. And 10 gets a little bit loose coming out of turn number 4. 19 got a little bit squirrely also. You can see the weaving that he was doing just a little bit to catch that car, but not a bad start so far. You have the 39 of Grant Turner, and we do have some of these guys on boards also. And we'll go take a look and see what they see as of right now, and I do have to get your view loaded.
Oh, you got the link?
I do have the link.
Yay.
And there is everybody's on board so far. We got Grant Turner, we got Zach Stevens, Billy Davidson, and Ray Courtney. We have all their on boards, and you can see what they see. Billy Davidson has triple monitors, so it is kind of stretched out, and I'm very sorry about that. I wasn't able to get that sorted out before we went green, but I'll know for next time. But not a bad way to start off the race. And let's go back to full screen, because we have a little bit of a battle for that lead, and it looks like Ray Courtney is going to start off early. Now, Ray Courtney, he has to be careful. We've seen him at the ovals, and he has burned off his tires very fast, and he will be left in the dust if he burns them off too quickly. And that bottom line will be the line that burns them off. And here we are looking at going 3 wide in turn number 1. Looks like the 39 is going to back out of it. That's going to be Grant Turner. He thought about it and backed out. And now they are going to get pretty much double file with the 19 on the outside. 19 got a good run on the outside coming out of turn number 2. That's going to be Willie Evernham. And look how much he is utilizing that draft, catching up to Cody Johnson. And as long as they stay single file on that top line, they might catch that 99. You don't want to let him break out too far early on in the race, because you might not catch him. But we do have a stage break, so they will all get bunched back together. What are you seeing, Miss Amanda? Actually, you know what?
Well,
Let me go side by side and go ahead and throw your link
all
up there.
right. So I just watched the 19 of Willie Evernham was slide up into the wall real quick, but he managed to hold it, so he's still holding good. I think what it is he's not quite set with those tires yet, so he's not quite sticking to the track like he needs to.
I think you are right. And look at Cody Johnson. He is going to get bypassed on that low lane. And they are going to be too wide coming down the front stretch with the 39 right there in tow on that high line. Now they are going to go 3 wide coming into turn number 1. That's going to be the 19, the 39, and the 8. And the 8 said, no way, Jose. He just backed out of it so he can, because he was afraid of his car drifting up. If you don't get the correct entry, and there it is, there's that drift that car is going to do coming out of turn number 2, and that's what he was afraid of, being 3 wide early. Now the 14 is going to dive to the inside, coming down the backstretch. He had a run, and now coming into turn number 3, it looks like the 14 is going to be able to take over that position from Cody Johnson. So Cody Johnson is going to fall back to 5th, and Sean Anderson is going to move himself back up to 4th position. Now he is 2 positions down from where he started. Ray Courtney is 8 positions up from where he started this race, and I got to say, right now he's the biggest mover of the race. Robert Gray decided he wanted to start in the back, and he is now up 6 positions, riding around in 7th. That's not a bad job, as this track can be tricky with these cars. So so the chat had a little bit of a stuff going back and forth as we go 3 wide coming down the front stretch. It's going to be the 3, the 38, I believe that is. Is that the 38? Yes, the 38 and the 98. They went 3 wide. That's going to be Michael Taylor. Michael Taylor was on the outside of that. He is down 4 positions, but they had a little bit of going in the chat. It says things I told you about the mad cow, and Thomas and Blackburn said, "LOL, punk." See if that karma catches you during the race, bro. So,
Lord.
God, I love the chat. Well,
let's not be on the Twitch chat.
No, that is on the YouTube side. Well, Robert Gray making some moves very early on in the race, as we are only at lap 9, and he has already advanced up 9 positions, already in the top 10. We saw him start in 17th. Now he is running in the 8th position with Chase Greer right there on the outside, running that cookout scheme. Now, wasn't Robert Gray running the cookout scheme on one of his other paints? No, that was Firehouse. Never mind. No, that was Firehouse. Never mind. Never mind. But we'll go full screen for just a while, as look at the run the 47 has on the outside. He came out of turn number 4 like a rocket, and now he's making a move on the outside, and that's going to be bypassing Ryan on the outside. Coming in turn number 1, it looks like the 38 is going to fight right back, riding a little bit lower, and he's got to watch that car sliding up the track. There he's going to slide up, but he's going to maintain the position. But as that car slides up, it's going to lose momentum, and look how quick the 47 actually pulled up to the back bumper, and now he is going to try to overtake the 38 on the bottom side and do the same slide job that the 38 did to him, but he's not going to be able to get there, as that momentum plus that draft from the other 3 cars in front of him. 19 had to make an evasive maneuver. He almost got in the back of Robert Gray right there in the 3. Now diving in behind the 40. The 3 is going to tuck in right between those 3 cars, and they're going to get single file. Robert Gray doing a really good job moving through the field. Chase Greer down 4 positions from where he started, but he is holding on in the top 10. Lucas Reed not doing a bad job himself. He's up 5 positions, and they haven't let Ray Courtney break away too far. And let's go to our ticker, and I'll tell you how far he exactly is. Only about a second, but he hasn't broken away that far yet. So lap 12 out of 100 couldn't go green the whole way. We shall see. Besides our stage break, we shall see. But I do believe some of these drivers are going to hang around in the back, save that fuel, and try to go the distance. I was waiting on you, Miss Amanda. Anytime I go silent, anytime I go silent, call some stuff.
Hey, listen, so far it's clean. It's just a straight clean race right now. I'm looking at a line of cars basically. No side by side, no 3 wide. I'm really wanting to see him go 4 wide, honestly.
Well, I expect that to happen, closer to the end of the stage break, as we have Zach Stevens. He is going to be looking to the inside of that 38. But he did not have the momentum to get there. Now the 38 is going to look to the inside of the 19. 19 is going to ride that high lane. Let's see if they can take it. Now they're going to look to go 3 wide. Zach Stevens in the middle of that 3 wide situation. Not going to be able to get there, and the 38 is going to slide right in front of the 19. Now he's going to go down to the bottom of the track, and he's got a little bit of a line of cars behind him. That's going to be Zach Stevens right there behind that 48. Now he's going to drift it up behind the 19 to get the run off of turn number 2 on that higher lane. And Ray Courtney is broken out to about a 1.1 second lead over Johnson. Now Johnson fell back just a little bit. Now he's working his way back up as he's riding that outside lane. And that's where these cars probably are saving the most tires. But it looks like Sean Anderson, he had something to say about that, and he used that bottom lane to get around Cody. So these two are going to try to utilize that draft as they actually made up a little bit of time coming out of turn number 4. Made up about 0.2 of a second, but Cody is not done with the 14 yet. They got to be careful riding side by side, as that will allow the leader to break away just a little bit. Right now he's sitting about 0.9 of a second out, and that time is not really gaining, but that 40 has found some kind of speed on the bottom as he's cut it down about 0.4 of a second. Ooh, I see a little side-by-side battle right there. That's going to be the 10 of Lucas Reed. He has got Robert Gray. Robert Gray is moving. Robert Gray I think this might be his track here tonight. He started in the back and now up 11 positions from where he started, up near the top 5. He's trying to get around Lucas Reed. Lucas Reed holds the key to the 5th position, and it looks like Robert Gray is going to take it away, now up 12 positions, and Lucas Reed is going to just try to squeeze it in between him and looks like Chase Greer in that 40 and utilize that draft. So Robert Gray on the move, so we will definitely have to keep an eye on that number 3.
Oh, most definitely.
We could have the wrong winners called.
You know what? We're not even going to talk about that, sir.
Well, I think Robert's like, yeah, you don't want to call my name. You don't want to say I can win this shit. Watch this. Hold my bear.
Well, see, if I remember correctly, we were told we were not allowed to.
Yeah, we're not allowed to call the people's names that we really want to win.
So.
Well, looking at the very back is going to be Ron Fenton. Ron, good Lord, that sun glare. So I can only imagine. I want to take a ride with these gentlemen and see what they're seeing out there on the track, because that sun can play a factor. There you see it in the front windshield of Grant Turner. He is in the VR, so that glare has got to be affecting them as they're going into turn number 3 or down the backstretch. And now I raced the trucks earlier, open race, and I was able to end up winning. But that sun was a beast coming into turn number 3. I mean, you couldn't see anything. You could barely see where the wall was to actually get your marks. And it looks like we already got somebody coming down pit road. And that's going to be Willie Everham. So he is not going to try to stretch the distance. And that could be what Ron's doing. Ron is fast, but he is very conservative. And I think that's what he's doing here tonight. You know, hanging on to the back, you know, not really pushing it. And he could be saving that fuel to actually, you know, get to the end of this stage and maybe pull off a stage. We got Billy Davidson, and he looks like he is probably going to be doing the same. He is battling it out with Jeffrey Rudick. Rudick in that 74 Corn Flakes, and he is going to ride that bottom lane. He is riding the apron, like half on the track, half off the track. On that apron, which that is very dangerous considering these cars can just break loose. But him and Billy Davidson are battling out for the 14th position.
You go take a look at the 40, the 10, and the 38 as they keep battling 3 wide and down the track.
All right, well, let's go take a look at that, and there that is. Oh, and the 10 is in the wall, so everybody's got to make an evasive maneuver. He's going
Oh.
to smack it again. And that's going to be Lucas Reed. He's going to take it down to the apron so it doesn't mess anybody up. But it looks like they had to go 3 wide to really get around him. And I believe that was, who was that on the bottom of the track? Oh, it looks like Ron Fenton is going to bring his in. That may have been Grant Turner that dove it down to the apron. Yes, it was. That was Grant that dove it down to the apron and rode the apron around the 10.
I mean, evasive maneuvers are required at times.
Well, Courtney, I believe, is about to be under fire as, you know, the 8 and the 14 have caught his back bumper. Sean Anderson going to be right there on the bottom lane coming into turn number 1. And you have Cody B. Johnson. He was the pole sitter. He is going to be right there on his back bumper. And this is going to be a race for first position. And we're going to take a ride on the nose camera of Cody Johnson. And I believe Cody has pretty much used up his tires. As you can see, that car is drifting up the racetrack. Cody has pretty much laid back and saved just a few laps as we are at lap 22. We should see these ladies and gentlemen coming in at either lap 24 and 26. And then we shall see that stage break come out about lap 30. Well, we got Cody B. Johnson back up in the lead, and he still has that Volkswagen right on his heels.
Did you just say Volkswagen?
That's what it says on the front. I'm just calling it like I see it. Look on the front of that 99. I mean,
Does it say Jetta?
yes, it says Volkswagen Jetta.
Oi.
Well, looks like Ray Courtney was not done leading the race just yet, as Cody is going to be on the outside and 99 is going to be on the inside, and they are going to battle it out for the first position. Now they have broken out to about a 3.4 second lead over Greer. Greer back here battling with Peter Stewart. Peter Stewart up 1 position from where he started. But he's still got a little bit of work to do if they want to catch these leaders by the time the stage break comes out. Now, now looks like Robert Gray and Lucas Reed have brought their cars in. Lucas Reed might stay in and get a little bit of that damage repaired from scrubbing the wall, but they are probably going to go a lap down, but they will get that lap back as the cars make their pits. Grant Turner and Billy Davison are going to be in the pits. Trying to find some action. Looks like Zach Stevens, he's going to be up 5 positions. He is elected to stay out here at lap 25. Back up at the top 5. You know, he's up in the top 5. It's just a matter of when he thinks he's going to pit. Looks like the 40 is going to bring his car down. Got to get that car slowed down to 55 miles an hour at the entrance of pit road. And these cars, if you don't have that brake bias adjusted just right, it could send you for a loop.
I have learned that the hard way.
Well, it looks like Peter Stewart and Zach Stevens have taken over the 1 and 2 spot, and Mike Taylor, he is going to be riding around in third, lap 26. These cars have elected to stay out. Have they saved enough fuel to get to lap 30? We shall see, as it doesn't look like they're slowing down any, or maybe the 111 is coming in. Yes, the 111 is going to come in. Looks like Zach Stevens is going to take over the lead, and he is going to stay out. Mike Taylor is going to come in right behind Peter Stewart. And Cody Johnson, he is just making his way out of the pits. But hopefully everybody makes it out. Zach Stevens is out, and I've seen it in one of my official races. Caution came out, and there was a bunch of cars down a lap. Hopefully that does not happen here. because there would be only 9 cars on the lead lap, but the stage break would come out in about 3 laps. And it looks like Zach Stevens is going to try to stay out another lap. Is he? Nope, he's going to bring it down in. So everybody is making their pit. And it looks like they're going to turn over the lead to Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson was one of the first cars to pit, but he's got Cody Johnson right there behind him, looking to the inside, coming out of turn number 2, down the backstretch. And I think we will go to... There is that sun. You know that is got to be brutal coming down that backstretch. Even if it is virtual, it can
really mess you up.
Really mess you up, yeah.
I may or may not have logged into your live stream earlier.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I was racing the next gen cars, and the next gen car, the setup that I had, because I run open setups. You're hoping to get a little bit. Oh, good lord! And there is that sun as Grant Turner is looking directly into it. He's got that VR. I love the VR. They're sharing the VR screens because you can see everything that they see when they turn their heads. But yeah, I didn't broadcast the truck race, but I should have, because I actually won that one. I was running very well.
Yeah, that was a really cool race. I wish you had told me about it beforehand.
Well, looks like Cody Johnson has taken back over the lead, and he is trying to stretch that lead out as he is about 0.7 of a second out. He does have a couple cars behind him. He's got Ray Courtney trying to close in that gap. Now he has a fast car, but it looks to be a short run car. It looks like Cody Johnson has the long run car. Chase Greer, it looks like he has a pretty good long run car also, because he was right there along with Cody Johnson making the moves and catching the leader. Sean Anderson along with Robert Gray, it looks like he will be a force to be reckoned with. And there is the stage break. So Cody Johnson gonna take the stage with Ray Courtney in second, Chase Greer in third, Sean Anderson gonna finish out fourth in the stage, Zach Stevens fifth, Robert Gray sixth, Ryan, he is gonna finish seventh in the stage. Grant Turner, he pretty much right there where he started. Michael Taylor going to be down 3 positions. And Jack Nudemacher, he is going to be up 3 positions, wrapping up 10th for the stage. So a lot of good action on the track. And this is our first caution due to the stage break. So while they get all grouped back up, let's take a look at our sponsors of tonight's race.
When people hear Till Valhalla Project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of our heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
All right, all right. We still have one more sponsor to get through, and he usually runs the W car, but that is going to be Chase Greer. Well, he's not in it tonight, but we'll go ahead and run through their sponsor really fast.
Now, a word from one of the other sponsors of 4Wide, Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics. Dubby is formulated for anyone who wants to focus without the jitters or a crash. Just mix one rounded scoop with 6 to 8 ounces of cold water and shake. Unlike other energy drinks in our category, Dubby prides itself on actually developing a clean energy formula that is free from fillers. Use code 4WIDE, and that's the number 4, WIDE, for 10% off orders. All commissions will go towards the league funds.
Green, green, green.
All right, and that was just right on time. Green Flag Racing is back. So they are taking, and it looks like Ray Courtney has taken the lead, a quick, fast, and in a hurry. And they are going to go 3 wide right there behind it. It looks like Cody Johnson is going to look to the inside. Not going to be able to quite get there around Peter Stewart. Peter Stewart was in that middle lane, but they got it all worked out. So Ray Courtney going to break out real to about, I'd say about 0.3 of a second ahead. No, about half a second ahead of everybody else. But he's got to be careful riding that below lane. He did burn up the tires early on in the race. We have not seen but one caution, and he gets a little bit of loose coming out of turn number 4. So with him having a short run car, he definitely wants to save what he has. But everybody else is pretty much hungry for each position that they can make. And here comes that 47 of Zach Stevens. Zach Stevens up 4 spots, and he is looking to use that middle lane. He is going to try to make it around Sean Anderson. And is he going to be able to do it? They look like they are going to be 3 wide coming down the backstretch, and they are, with Robert Gray right there on the outside, 14 on the inside, and him stuck right there in the middle. He's going to back out of it, and they are going to go 3 wide again with Michael Taylor and Lucy Nudemacher. She's going to be on the outside. Got to be careful with that outside. Don't want to get too loose, but she holds it together, and they are still 3 wide coming to the start-finish line as we are at lap 36 out of 100. Zach Stevens has nowhere to go right there in the middle, so it looks like he is going to let Michael Taylor right on by, and he might fall in line behind the number 19, and that is going to be Willie Evernham. Willie Evernham was a lap down not too long ago, but now he's back on the lead lap. So, and there is Zach Stevens. He did get behind the 19. 19 is going to look to the inside of the 63, and that's going to be Lucy Nudemacher. That's going to be for the 8th spot. And it looks like Willie is going to try to take it over, and he does have it. And it looks like everybody is just trying to hold it together coming out of turn number 3. Now the downforce on the nose of these cars riding behind another car can change the handling of it. So I got loose being behind it in a truck, and I'm pretty sure that is probably going to be the same in these ARCA cars as Chase Greer has taken over the 2nd spot. He is about, why is it showing Courtney in the pits? You see that?
No.
I'm going to try to reload that.
Yeah, you might want to, because I've got Ray out front.
It's Courtney is out front, but it shows him in the pit. That is crazy. That's the first time I've seen that. Chase Greer right there in 2nd, about 0.6 of a second back. That is weird. I might have to close this out and restart it. Yeah, let me close it out and see if I can bring it back up, because that's not correct. Probably should have just left it, but you can call it what you see while I'm getting this pulled back up.
Well, currently, unlike your screen, Ray Courtney is out leading the pack.
Well, no, he was leading, and it was showing that he was leading, but it said he was leading in the pits.
Dang.
It
I
said
think you're.
it said he was a half a second out in the pits. Okay, whatever. But there we go. It is fixed, and we are back. It doesn't show in the pits anymore.
Half a second in the pits, huh?
Yeah. Got Mark Stevens out there, cheering on that 47 of Zach Stevens. There he is, right there in 10th, right there where he started this race. Now, Robert Gray, he is having a tough time breaking into the top 5. We saw him in the top 5 earlier, but he is having a tough time getting back to the top 5 as he has got Willie Everingham right there in front of him, and he is trying to make his way around, but just hasn't found the lane to get around that 19. Now he's going to try the bottom coming into turn number 1. Is he going to be able to get there? He's got Cody Johnson right there, and he's not going to be able to get there because the high line has the momentum.
And there is no way for them to squeeze in on that high line either, Richard.
Absolutely not. We'll go to our spotter cam, and it looks like he's going to try it one more time. And his car is going to slide up just a little bit. Willie's going to try to keep it out. Looks like the 3 got a little bit loose. They're still going to be side by side coming into the start-finish line. It looks like the 19 has about a half a car on the 3 of Robert Gray. So he is going to maintain that 5th position on that outside lane. And Ray Courtney has been tracked down. Once again, he broke out early, and now looks like Peter Stewart is going to look to take over the 2nd position. That's your Cinnamon Toast Crunch. How's it go? Yum.
Yum. Yum. It's actually not.
I know.
It's crazy good. It's crazy good.
Crazy good.
That one. That right there.
Oh, we got a car in the wall, and that's going to be Cody Johnson. He's going to lose a few positions from losing the momentum, but everybody gets around him. He keeps it in the wall so he doesn't mess up anybody else's race, and that's true sportsmanship right there. Lucy trying to catch up to that pack. It looks like Billy Davison. He is trying to make a pass on Ryan. Ryan holding on to that 12th position. He is actually down 5 positions where he started, but while we are pretty much green flag racing, we'll take a look from our drivers' views.
All right. Do you have 4 drivers there, Richard, or do you need a 4th one?
I got 4.
All right.
And we are riding with Billy Davison. Billy Davison is going to be in your bottom right-hand corner. Sorry if it's a little bit distorted. He has the very wide screen. Zach Stevens right there on the top right. And I do have them labeled. Never mind. Y'all know which screen is which. Oh, there's that sun. Even on my screen is killing me.
I feel bad for Grant. That's a horrible spot to be in because all you see is sunlight. I need to put my visor down.
And hopefully Grant is able to make the whole race. He said something about having to work later on this evening. So hopefully he will be. Hopefully it goes green, and he is going to be able to really stay for the whole race. And I believe coming out of turn 2 is actually the worst part of it because the sun is directly in the middle of your eyesight. But Billy Davison holding on to 12th position. We'll go back to our full screen and let them do their thing. And it looks like Robert Gray up 14 positions. He is now taking over the 3rd position. He still has Peter Stewart right there in 4th. He is trying to utilize that outside lane. Not going to be able to keep that 4th position, so Robert Gray is going to take it over. Or, excuse me, keep him in the 4th position, and he has taken over 3rd. Great moving by that 3 Wonder Bread. And Sean Anderson is going to be on the inside challenging for the lead. Ray Courtney trying to hold on that outside. and he is going to be able to do it. He did get scored to lead that lap, but he's still only got a half a car on that 14, as the 14 has the low line, and it's the shortest distance around the track. But is he going to be able to keep the momentum up coming out of turn number 2 as he makes the slide job? Is the 99 going to move to the inside? Nope. It looks like Sean Anderson is going to be able to maintain the lead, but here comes the 99. He's going to look down to the inside coming into turn number 3. And it is going to be a side-by-side battle. This time, Sean Anderson has the outside advantage with the run off of turn number 4. He is going to be able to lead this lap. The 99 had nothing for him coming out of turn number 4. They're still trying to utilize the draft. They're trying to keep Robert Gray at bay, but I don't believe they're going to be able to hold that 3 car back for very long. And as Robert Gray catches up to the back bumper of this 99, now he is very close. Is he going to give him a bumper? Nope, it's too early for that, as we are almost halfway in the race. Robert Gray is going to be battling for that second position, and he is going to be able to take it here at lap 47, coming to 48. Miss Amanda, we'll go side by side. Show me what you're
Alrighty.
seeing.
Honestly, just a little bit of leadership up here. Sean Anderson out front, Robert Gray right behind him. You know, Robert Gray is our biggest mover of the night, up 15 spots from where he started.
Now, I
Ray
got
Courtney in his confused car.
Now, I do have to wonder what possessed him to start. You know, there was no penalties given from last week. And, you know, what possessed him to start from the back? I'll definitely have to ask him, you know, especially him being the biggest mover. But we have a little bit of side-by-side. That's going to be between the 40 and the 19. 19 gets a little bit loose, so he loses a little bit of momentum, so he could not keep the position away from Chase Greer, and Chase Greer is going to jump in that 5th position. Michael Taylor has a little bit of battle of his own with Peter Stewart. Peter Stewart on that outside, Michael Taylor on the inside. It looks like he is going to be able to take the position for the moment, but does Peter Stewart have the run on the outside? He does, and he's going to do the crossover, but he's going to be left on the outside.
Oh, we almost had some action.
Oh, there's still action. They're still side by side, and it looks like the 39 is almost looking to take it 3 wide. And here comes a 47. The 47 wants a piece of the pie, and they are going to be 3 wide, almost 4 wide. If the 39 could put the pedal down, he could have made that 4 wide, and we could have had probably some chaos going into turn number 1. But Zach Stevens is going to be the biggest winner of that position, because he was able to take it on that inside right past Michael Taylor. Michael Taylor going to fight back on the outside, though, and this is going to be for the 7th position. The 47 maybe been holding back, saving those tires, but not going to be able to get past that 98 on that outside. Robert Gray moving up to the 2nd position as he has taken the shortest way around the track, the low lane. Not going to be able to slide up in front of the 14. Almost contact between him and the 14, but the 14 is going to be right there on the outside, but it's going to be Robert Gray's position for that lap. But can the 14 hold it coming out of turn number 2? We'll see, as Cody Johnson is out there leading these two, and they're trying to track him down. Well, we have made it to halfway, 51 laps complete of 100 laps. These laps are really ticking down, as, you know, there has been no incidents. We've had a stage break. I'd say some great racing, as I don't know if Robert got a little bit loose, but he is all the way down on the apron, and it looks like everybody is going around Ray Courtney.
Well, you know, there's not a Volkswagen in this race. It's confusion.
What are you talking about, his car? Why you want to do that?
Because it's a Chevy masquerading as a Volkswagen.
No.
Just saying.
So, no, you can't say
never
that.
seen.
No,
I've
you can't say
never
that.
seen a Volkswagen at the racetrack, Richard. Just saying.
So, have you seen a Ford with an LS1 swap?
No. I've heard of it, but I have
What?
not seen it.
Okay, okay, but you know it exists. So if a
I
Ford
know that
gets
it exists.
if a Ford gets a LS swap, is it still considered a Ford? The body's a Ford, but the powertrain is not. What makes the power? It's not the body. It's going to be the powertrain. So if you were to do a GTI swap on a Chevrolet, it could be a GTI. I mean nowadays they can identify as whatever they want, I guess. I mean, I mean, I mean,
Well,
you
you
can.
know what? We're gonna let that
We're
little Chevy identify as a Volkswagen today.
absolutely. And if it's a diesel, I am down with Volkswagen diesels. Volkswagen diesels get great gas mileage. They produce a lot of power, or they can produce. They have the ability to produce a lot of power. So I give them props. That is a good manufacturer. Terminus do make good cars. Come on,
I mean,
you work in a
I
shop. You
had a
should know
friend.
this.
Listen, just work at a shop. I run my own shop. What are you talking about?
Then you should know this.
I do know this. I don't work on diesels.
Got nothing for you.
Just saying.
Got nothing for you. You
Now,
should.
if I need a diesel mechanic, I'll call my brother, my other brother. I have too many of them.
Oh, gotta call somebody in. Yeah.
No, diesel it's honestly it's a whole different beast.
Oh yes, agreed.
Just like high end cars, that's a whole nother creature. Like, nope. I can tell you what might be wrong with it. I can tell you obvious things that are wrong with it because what's obvious to you and I is not obvious to other people.
Very true. Very true. Well, Jeff Rudick, he is having a little bit of a bad day as he is 3 laps down, and the leaders are coming up to him fast. Um, so if the leaders were um, Cody Johnson did pass him by. Cody Johnson has actually broken out to a 2.3-second lead, and looks like Robert Gray is going to try to make his way around the 74. I hate to see him go laps down. He does have fast cars. He does come out to play, but right now, Auto Club is not being his best friend at this moment. But if caution were to come out, he can get some of those laps back. And it looks like we got pits already starting to happen. It looks like Lucy is in. Looks like Billy Davidson has brought his car in. 13 of Ron Fenton. He has brought his car in, or Lucas Reed and Jack Nudemacher. But Cody Johnson out there in his own zip code for right now. But how long can he hold on? As he is actually starting to extend the lead. Looks like no new takers on pit road. Chase Greer is going to take over the third position, and Robert Gray is going to be right there in third. Sean Anderson going to be sitting in fourth in that number 14 Coolers Light Chevrolet. Zach Stevens, he is going to be right there in fifth, up 5 positions from where he started. While while we're doing green flag pit stops, let's would you like to do some sponsor read-offs?
I absolutely can. Since we did Debbie last time, we'll go ahead and do Butt Kicker this time.
Butt kicker.
Butt Kicker. So Butt Kicker plus sim racing equals pro level immersion. Butt Kicker haptic hardware and software deliver the most accurate and highest fidelity sim racing tactical feedback possible via in-game audio and telemetry data. Experience deep immersion by actually feeling the vehicle's suspension, track surfaces, engine RPMs, tire grip, and more. Precise haptic feedback for your simulator faster driving, more immersion, and more control. Without haptic feedback, you're missing a key component for accurate vehicle control. Just like you wouldn't drive without a force feedback wheel, driving without haptic means you're leaving vehicle control information on the table. By adding haptic feedback, you're able to intuitively and accurately feel critical events like wheel slip and lock and push corners right up to the limit of traction. It's not just more fun, it's critical for racers of all levels that want to drive faster and more consistently.
Agreed. All right, and how about
Daytona Hydro Dip.
sure thing, sure thing. Where's Mr. Zach Stevens? There's that hydro dip car.
Hydro dipping or hydrographics, also known as immersion printing, water transfer imaging, water marbling, or cubic printing, is a method of applying printed designs to three-dimensional surfaces. The resulting combination may be considered decorative art or applied art. DHD offers a variety of services, including hydro dipping, custom painting, and cosmic chroming. A number of different things can be hydro dipped, including automotive and bike parts, golf carts, sporting goods, and miscellaneous household items. Visit DHD in South Daytona. Go to DaytonaHydroDip.com. Send them an email at DaytonaHydroDip1@gmail.com or give them a call 386-361-3665.
Awesome, awesome. I want to try car parts, hydro dip car parts. I really do. And if I build another hot rod, I think I know how I want to do it.
Oh, Lord.
Well, looks like Ryan has taken over the top spot, but he is going to give it up as he is coming into pit road. And Peter Stewart, he is going to keep his car out there on the track. He is probably going to take over the top spot with Ray Courtney sitting in a third as they come around turn number 4. They are going to be passing the current leader of Ryan, and that's going to allow Peter Stewart to take over the lead. Ray Courtney right there behind him, not too far back. You got Willie Evernham and Chase Greer battling it out for right now as for the third position. Looks like Chase Greer wants it, and Willie Evernham has it. But can Chase Greer make the pass on the inside, and can Willie put the power down and not allow that 40 to do the crossover? Looks like he is going to be able to make the crossover move, but here comes Cody B. Johnson. He is going to be looking to the inside also. He has a little bit of advantage on that inside lane. Now he's going to drop it down way down low and try to make a crossover and probably land it right there in between that 40 and 19 as they come out of turn number 4. Got to be careful of scrubbing off too much speed or burning up those tires. Riding that low line, cranking that wheel too hard will definitely burn up those tires quick, fast, and in a hurry. But Peter Stewart out there in his Cinnamon Toast Crunch ride, he is out there about, I'd say about at least 8/10. Oh, yep, 8/10 of a second on Ray Courtney. Now looking at Robert Gray. Robert Gray went in the pits. He was second. And now he has fallen back to 8th, and he is still up 9 positions from where he started, but he does have a good long run car, and I expect him to see him making moves as he has Zach Stevens right there in front of him. Those two cars have pretty much been stuck together like glue all night long, and they have been making moves up towards the front. So I gotta ask.
Okay.
So what about Billy's car? He has Tesla. Painted all over.
Yeah, he's also confused.
No, I do love that they take different manufacturers and make it their own. Even though it is a Chevy body style, even that Tesla paint scheme, no matter if he made it, that is a really good job. Taking that style a car, because it looks nothing like an ARCA car, and applying it, and it looks great.
Oh yeah.
And I believe let's see, Grant Turner, he is going to be down 3 positions from where he started. But that Pepsi ride, it looks like it's struggling just a little bit. He was up fighting for a while. Maybe he got stuck in the pits, but he has fallen back quite a ways. So hopefully he can get that car back moving, save a little bit of tire, and get back moving, as we only have, we got less than 40 laps to go. Wow. 34 laps to go in the race. This race has went by very quickly.
Yes, it has.
Oh, wrong camera. There we go.
Do you know what you're doing over there?
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I fake
Just
it
thought
till I
I'd
make
check.
it.
Just thought I'd check. Okay. Just thought I'd check.
Well, Cody Johnson has been tracked down by the 99 of Ray Courtney. Ray Courtney has a lot of company right there behind him because he has Chase Greer, he has Sean Anderson, he has Peter Stewart, and he has the 19 of Willie Everham, Zach Stevens, and Robert Gray. So this is, you got 8 cars all up here, and they all want the lead, and they are all driving different lines, trying to make these passes, trying to save those tires. But they all are chasing Cody Johnson, and they have made up a little bit of time on him. They have made about 0.2 of a second, now 0.3 of a second on the leader. And here comes Sean Anderson. He is going to battle for the second position. He is going to take a way down low. Now this is where strategy does come in. They're not going to be able to make it. So are you going to try to short pit, get those fresher tires, break out to a commanding lead? Or are you going to try to stay out as long as possible and come in at last minute? What do you think?
You forgot one, Richard.
What's that?
All gas, no tires. The Lightning McQueen method.
Well, so I mean, they can only go 24 to 26 laps. So AutoClub can eat up the right front tire. It can. Without that right front tire, if somebody behind you, if depending on when you pit, if you take no tires, you could be up to 3 seconds slower than that guy that took no tires, or than the guy that took tires. So you're talking about 40-second laps, or roughly. Let's see what their lap times are right now. So last lap times, you're talking about 41-second laps. If you pit with 15 laps to go, you could probably make up a lot of time on your leader. 41 seconds, so 14, yeah. You can make up a lot of time. I don't know. That would be a very dangerous, unless your car is absolutely perfect, that would be a very dangerous call. To take no tires. Now, right side tires, you might be able to get away with it, and we might see that. So right side tires might be something that we see somebody take later on or on the last pit stop to try to see if they can get that lead out. Right side tires and a couple gallons of fuel. That's about a 8-second pit stop. That can get you a substantial advantage, but 4 tires are better than 2.
This is true. You always do like to talk about the 4 fresh feel goods.
Oh yeah, nobody. Taking two fresh feel goods. That don't even sound right. Doesn't even sound right. Well, Robert Gray right back on the move, up 12 positions. He has made it back up to 5th. Right there along with Zach Stevens. He is going to be riding right in a 4th position. These two have pretty much nose to tail all night, and they have Chase Greer right there in their sights. He is not too far ahead of them coming out of turn number 4, and he is riding that higher line. Robert Gray looking to the inside, couldn't get to the inside of the 47, so he is going to tuck back behind, utilize that draft, and see if he can make a move coming into turn number 1. Still have plenty of laps left as we have 28 laps to go, and the 47 and the 3 are going to look to the low side to see if they can make up a little bit of ground on that 40. Sean Anderson and Cody Johnson. Cody Johnson still out 1.1 seconds, so he has found a rhythm that he is okay with. Probably see now. If I was the leader, I'd be scared to pit. I would be scared to pit because you never know what's going to happen if that caution were to come out. You get trapped a lap down. This track is so big that you can get trapped a lap down very easily. So I'd be riding until the tank was dry. To be honest with you.
I don't blame you. I would have a hard time taking a pit stop if I was out leading, especially with as close as they are.
Yeah, and that's what I saw in the truck race. You know, I laid back, you know, like some of these guys are, and it looks like Robert Gray, he was going to make a charge to the inside of Zach Stevens. Zach Stevens going to hold that outside lane. Now the 40 of Chase Greer, he's in their sights, but they just can't quite get to him because they are pretty much racing side by side with each other. They are actually allowing Chase Greer to actually break away just a little bit. Robert Gray going to look down low once again inside of the 47, coming out of turn number 2, cannot get there. Scrubs off too much speed to take over that position from Zach Stevens. And Zach Stevens is utilizing a little bit of the draft from the 40. So we shall see. Now 2 cars are better than 1 here at this track. And it looks like Zach Stevens, he is going to try to dive it down low and give the 3 a little bit of draft. Now the 3 is going to look to the outside. Can he get there to force the 47 down low? But he cannot quite get there. So Zach Stevens is going to keep his position. Now this is a great battle for the 4th and 5th position, but it's just a matter of time before somebody burns up those tires. Cody Johnson has broken away about 2.2 seconds, and I was wondering where did he go?
Who?
Where is Ray Courtney? There he is, way back here in the 6th. So that's what I was afraid of. Ray Courtney, you know, he was a great road course racer, but it's a little bit different when you come out and do the ovals. You got to find the best line that's not going to eat up your tires, and I believe that's what has happened. He has a very fast short run car, but after about 15 laps or so, those tires just pretty much give up on him, and he is pretty much a sitting duck for the people that have saved their tires. But still not a bad job if he is able to hold on to that 6th position with 25 laps to go. Still got a pit stop in the mix, so anything can happen, as we already have some takers. We have Michael Taylor in Lucy Nudemacher, and no takers so far this round yet. And these 3 are still battling it out, or excuse me, 4 now, because they have caught Sean Anderson. All right, well, let's go through the field and give a little bit of rundown of where everybody started and where everybody is running right now. So we got Cody Johnson. He started on the pole, and he is out front looking to win a race here at Auto Club. Sean Anderson started in 2nd, and he is pretty much been riding in 2nd for the last laps. Chase Greer started in 3rd, and he is held 3rd, but he's got quite a few challengers right there behind him. One is going to be Zach Stevens. He started about in the 10th position, now riding, in the 4th position, with Robert Gray battling it out for the 4th position. He started all the way back in 17th, and he is the biggest mover of the race. Starting in the back, working his way all the way up front, and it looks like he pushed Zach Stevens back to 5th. Ray Courtney riding around in 6th. He is up 3 positions from where he started, so he started back in 9th, and now has worked his way up to 6th. So led a few laps, but tires are just not on his side tonight. Willie Abraham started up in 4th and is now down 3 spots from where he started, running around in the 7th position. Grant Turner not doing a bad job at all. He started in 8th, and he has been holding on in 8th with 22 laps to go still. So holding on to that top 10. Good accomplishment there, as the competition here is phenomenal. Lucas Reed, he is up 2 positions from where he started in that Lucas number 10, Lucas Oil. So he started back in 11th. Billy Davison in that butt kicker ride. It looks like he has brought his car down pit road and getting his service done. But right now he is riding around in the 12th position, pretty much right there where he started. Michael Taylor is going to take over 12th position due to Billy Davison in the pits. So he is down 6 positions, but still making a difference here at 4 Wide Racing League. Peter Stewart going to take over the 13th position. We saw him up towards the front earlier on. Maybe had some problems in pit road, and back out on the track, but holding on to a solid top 15 as of right now with 21 laps to go. Still a lot of racing left. Got about 30 miles, or excuse me, about 40 miles left. And he is going to try to make his way around Grant Turner. Jack Nudemacher in that 22 is having a little bit of trouble on the wall. And he just let the 38 around. That's going to be Ryan. And Lucy just passed the 22 also. So the Nudemachers not having the best night that they expected. But like I said, still a lot of racing left to go. Mark Stevens out there saying, good job. Definitely talking about Zach. He's not talking about me. Or Amanda. Amanda, let's find out what you're watching.
Yes, sure. I'm just watching the back of the field at this point.
Well,
so there's not a whole lot going on.
Well, it looks like there's 2-1
Lucy's
racing.
flying around and not wrecking, so we've got that going.
Well, that's always a plus.
Why do I hit the exciting button and it gives me the pits?
Might be something exciting happened in the pits. May have lost a tire. Who knows?
If a computer can tell me that a tire flying off in the pits is exciting, then I want that program on my computer for work.
Well, Robert Gray has made it up to the front runner. He has worked his way up 16 positions, starting in the back, now taking the lead with Grant Turner right there behind him in second place. Now, these two have not pit yet, or they took fuel and tires, 2 tires only. So definitely want to see how long they stay out. Cody Johnson is going to be still in on the podium as of right now. He is riding in third with Zach Stevens sitting right there in fourth. So I believe the top 3 are the only ones that are on the lead lap right now. And some of them are getting their laps back the hard way. Zach Stevens is going to make his way around, and that could be a strategy for some of these guys. Save as much as you can.
It's the same. It finally flipped, and it's like everybody's lined up in the front. That's the exciting so far. There's not a lot of wrecks in this race.
No, looks like Robert
That's
Gray
because I'm not driving.
Oh yeah, that you do have a point there.
Because I'm not driving.
We're gonna have to start you off on a controller.
Then I guess I need to go talk to Brianna about that. Maybe she can help me.
Actually, they do really well on a controller.
Yeah, she and I were talking a little bit, and she was telling me that, they're fine with it. I'm like, how? 200 laps. Like, I'm sitting here at the computer looking at everything for 200 laps, and all I could think is, I don't like typing for 20 minutes straight. I don't think I'm going to last with a controller.
And it looks like Grant Turner took over the lead, and now he is going to bring his car down pit road with 16 laps left to go. Cody Johnson is going to retain the lead once he makes it around. Let's see where... Zach Stevens is going to take over the second position. Sean Anderson going to take over third. Robert Gray fell back all the way back to 10th after his pit stop. Now, like I said, 3 seconds, can make a lot of difference. Old tires, new tires, could be about a total of 3 seconds. So we'll see how this plays out as long as he stayed out. And it looks like he is going to take over the positions from Grant Turner and move himself up to 9th and take it over from Willie Evernham. So he's got a sight set on that 98, and he's coming quick, and the 98 is riding right there with the 111 of Peter Stewart. So that Wonder Bread number 3 is coming quick, fast, and in a hurry. Let's see the distance between Courtney and so they got about 3-second distance between Courtney and Stewart. So can he make up that distance within a lot of time? So we only got 14 laps to go. That's not a lot of laps, and he's got a lot of time to make up as he has about 8 seconds to our leader, 9 seconds to our leader. So can it be all Cody B. Johnson here tonight? He might win the most laps led.
Maybe.
Sean Anderson riding in second. Zach Stevens riding in third. We'll go back to our driver's point of views. Let them show you what they are seeing. And I'm glad Grant Turner may make the whole race. Glad to see him make the whole race. He was so worried about missing half of it, but I believe he will be able to make the whole race. So that's going to be great for him and his points. Zach Stevens right there on the top right. I don't know. Does anybody have anything left for the leader? Ooh. The 22 had a little bit of issues. Zach Stevens had to go down to the bottom lane. I don't know. What do you think? Does anybody have anything for Cody? That doesn't sound very confident. You had to think too long about that.
I know, right? Like, I'm just like, wait, I don't. It's going to sound bad, but I barely remember who I picked at the start of this race, Richard.
Oh, my goodness. Really?
Yeah. I blinked since I picked those drivers. I remember Chase. Actually, you know what? No, I do remember now. I do remember. Ha! It was Chase and Grant.
Chase and Grant? Okay. Well, Grant riding around the 10th. He may bring home a top 10. Now the caution could come out at any time. Stuff does happen. Chase riding right there in fourth. He's got a little bit of time to make up to Zach Stevens. Almost 3 seconds. Well, 2 seconds. So he's got a little bit of time left to go, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get there in time. Gray trying to work his way up. He is now back up to 6th place. He has got Courtney right there at his fingertips, and he is going to dive it down low, and Courtney going to ride the high lane. Is Robert Gray going to be able to take over the 5th position? As of right now, he has it. Is he going to be able to make the slide job coming out of number 2? No, Courtney's going to battle right back and keep the 5th position. Coming down the backstretch, it is going to be the 99 out about a half a car. Coming into turn number 3, Robert Gray going to dive it down low, give it all she's got coming out of turn number 4. Can he pull the slide job, or is Courtney going to be able to use the momentum and drive right back around him? I think Courtney's tires are done with 9 laps to go. He's not going to be able to keep that 5th position as of right now. Still 18 miles left here as Cody B. Johnson still riding out front. 3-second advantage over Sean Anderson right there in that number 14, with Zach Stevens not too far behind him. And they are all going around Lucy Nudemacher, and it looks like she was in the wall just a little bit. Zach Stevens able to get around her. She's going to battle right back on the inside. She's not going to be able to get there. She did not have the momentum to challenge back. Oh, this looks like so much fun. I mean, I got to race one of these one day.
It's just a straight, clean race. It's even better because I'm obviously not on the track. I'm learning that though. Honestly, it's a whole.
Yeah, and it all
Whole learning curve.
all depends on what car you start with. I believe, start off with something with not a lot of power, like, I don't know, Mazda Miata or something. And
Really?
yeah,
A Miata?
yeah, a little four-cylinder. There you go. What's the matter with a Miata? Everybody's got to start somewhere. 7 laps to go. Sean Anderson still riding in second. Zach Stevens losing a little bit of ground coming into turn number 3 out of turn number 4. He cannot make up the distance. He is about over a second back, 1.3 seconds back from Anderson. I don't know if he's going to have the tires left to catch that number 14 of Anderson, but if he can hold on to this top 3, that will be a podium finish. Chase Greer falling back to 4th from where he started 3rd, but now he is about 1.3 seconds back from 3rd place of Zach Stevens. Robert Gray slowly but surely tracking down that number 40 of Chase Greer. Still the biggest mover of the race, with Ray Courtney falling back to 6th, still up 3 positions from where he started. And Evernham riding around in 7th. We're going to let SDK pick up the most exciting, which is going to show Mike Taylor, and he has nobody around now. It's gonna jump to Chase Greer, passing that number 63 on the outside, coming out of turn number 2. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Miata. Yeah.
Okay. The more I think about it, I don't even think my first car was a 4-cylinder.
Well,
My feelings is hurt. But no, I get it, because a lot of these cars have so much power that you just barely tap the gas and surprise, your front end's in the wall.
well, yeah, that's why they're called race cars. Your first car wasn't a race car, so therefore it didn't have added power. These cars are race cars, so they have added power, so they're not going to drive like your normal stock car. Just saying.
My first Chevy truck was a race truck, though. Does that count?
What first Chevy truck?
It's a long story.
I gotta have pictures.
There's pictures. There's videos. I don't think the videos are of the burnouts. The burnouts were epic.
Burnouts don't count.
Burnouts do count.
Burnout is wrecking with style.
No,
Yes.
burning out is how you get a ticket in 10 seconds or less.
Well, with only a few laps to go, we are on our side-by-side trying to catch whatever action that we can. Everybody is pretty much spread out. Everybody is spread out. And let me see how many. And we'll go back to our full screen and see how many laps we have, because apparently my ticker does not want to tell me. 2 laps to go, and they are all chasing Cody B. Johnson. You know, I really do have to say, you know, and actually we're coming to the white flag. White flag is out. This is for all the marbles. Can Cody hang on to it? Which I believe, you know, just like today's race, he can pretty much coast to the finish. He's out over 3.3 seconds. Anderson is trying to close in that door, but I don't think he has enough time. And Zach Stevens riding around in 3rd. That's going to be a great finish for him on the podium once again. Chase Greer is going to finish on the podium, and Robert Gray is going to finish, Chase Greer is going to finish just outside of the podium. But there is our race winner, and that is going to be Cody Johnson. Sean Anderson, he is going to finish 2nd. Zach Stevens going to bring home third place. Chase Greer going to bring home fourth, and Robert Gray going to take a wild ride into into the infield. Oh my God, he is flying. He is on his roof.
Ray Courtney is drifting.
Oh yeah, he's out there Tokyo in it. But Ray Courtney is going to finish out sixth, but we'll wait for everybody to cross over the start-finish line, and we'll give you a rundown of our finishing order. Then we'll bring up our biggest mover and our top three. And let's see. Final race results are as shown. We got Cody Johnson finishing on the top spot. He's going to bring home the win, with Sean Anderson bringing home second. Zach Stevens tried to catch up to Sean Anderson, but he is going to fall short and bring home a third. Chase Greer going to bring home fourth. Robert Gray had a good long-run car, but he did not have enough laps to catch up and finish in the top four, but he did bring home a fifth place. Ray Courtney going to finish in sixth. Willie Everingham in seventh. Eighth is going to be Peter Stewart. Ninth is going to be Grant Turner. And 10th is going to be Billy Davison.
11th is going to be Mike Taylor. 12th will be Lucas Reed. Finishing in 13th is Lucy Nunemacher. Finishing in 14th is Jack Nunemacher. 15th is Ron Fenton. 16th, Jeffrey Rudick. And 17th was Ryan. And I'm not going to attempt to butcher that one.
I think it is Von Henschel. I think.
You know, I went and looked in Discord for him twice, thinking maybe I could find him and get a proper pronunciation.
Yeah, yeah. I was looking for him also. Well, not everybody stayed in the race. I was expecting to see a burnout from Cody Johnson, and he just left. But it looks like we do have a waiting room filling up. And, you know, let's bring up our third place finisher, and that's going to be Zach Stevens.
Hold on, I got to go find it. All right.
Waiting room.
I got it. I just had to scroll. All right, you ready?
Waiting on you.
No, you're not. There you go.
Zach Stevens is Richard and Amanda up in the booth. Got a copy?
I do.
Well, man, you made it happen. You brought home a third place finish. Not the finish that you were hoping for, because I know you love this track. You told us that you do pretty good here, but still a podium finish. That's a really good deal. Man, tell us a little bit about your race. What do you think you could have done better to catch Cody? He looked like he was pretty fast.
Yeah, I don't think I could have caught him. I made a lot of time going in and out of the pits. Long runs, like I was trying to save it. I didn't save as good as I wanted to that last run. Just trying to keep up with Sean. But overall, it was a good race. I do love this track. I was worried because practice before the race, I didn't seem to have as much speed as some people. But during the race, it was just about managing your tires. It turned out pretty good, though. I'm happy with third.
Absolutely, man. You had a bunch of battles going on track. No cautions, man. That just shows the level of talent that you guys have. Even though you were spread out, you know, y'all still put on some great side-by-side battles when y'all caught each other. But good race. Can't be mad at a third place finish, man. So congratulations, and you know what comes with those podiums.
Yeah, it was tough passing. I was just trying. You'd have to do some slide jobs here and there to really pass, but it was a lot of give and take out of everybody. It was a good race, good clean race out of everybody. Just want to thank Hydro Dip, Daytona Hydro Dip, for being on the car. Butt Kicker, Dubby, all the 4 wide people put on good races every week. I want to thank y'all up there in the booth for doing a good job every week. Say hi to my mom, my dad, my uncles. It was a lot of fun. Looking forward to Dover next week. I love Dover as well.
Yeah, that track I know can be a handful at times, but I believe you, I think I'm gonna make you my pick for next week.
Oh, don't do that. Don't put the pressure on me. You'll jinx me.
Okay, okay. Not allowed to call out the win. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good job tonight. Mark Stevens is out there in the chat. You know he is proud of the way you put his car on his paint on the podium. But
Oh, yeah.
great job here tonight, and can't wait to see what you can do at Dover.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it. All right. Well, Zach Stevens bringing home a third place finish. You know, Dover, tricky track, the Monster Mile. They call it a Monster Mile for a reason, but he sounds pretty confident. I'm gonna keep him my pick in secret.
No, it's not a secret because everybody knows.
Well, okay.
I mean, just saying. Tomorrow, if I post on Facebook, hey, who did Richard pick last night? Everybody's going to tell me who you picked for next week's race. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Fine. All right.
Tell me I'm
Let's bring up Mr. Sean Anderson.
All right. There you go.
Sean, this is Richard and Amanda up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy. What's happening?
Oh man, you, Cody, and Zach are what's happening, man. Y'all made it look really easy. Y'all put on some great battles. You know, but it looks like you just fell short of catching or having the speed that the '08 had. But still, a second place finish. That's a really good place to be. Tell us how your race went.
The race went good. I slid through my pit box on that first pit stop around lap 30. That kind of put me in the back. And then I was taking it easy on the green flag pit stops, trying not to speed, just trying to get as best finish I can to get as many points as I can for that, try to get that points lead back. I was okay on the short run. I had a little more speed than Cody did, but I think he was just saving tire. And then in the middle to the end of the run, he just drove away. I had nothing for him at the end of the run. So race went pretty good. Happy about it.
Absolutely, Zach said the same thing. He tried to save a little bit, just didn't save enough. But y'all still pretty much gapped each other. The top three, you know, had pretty much about 2 seconds between each other. But not a bad run at all. No cautions. A lot of give and take. Man, the talent, you know, you guys' talent is just phenomenal. The give and
Thank
take.
you. I appreciate that.
The green flag runs, man. We couldn't ask for anything better. But great job. We got Dover coming up next week, which is going to throw a different dynamic. That's a mile track. It's the Monster Mile, you know, and these cars are very unpredictable. They're on that concrete. So tell us how you're feeling about coming into next week.
I feel okay about Dover. In the trucks there a few weeks ago in a different league, and I finished second to Zach, so he's pretty good there too. I've never run ARCA there before though, so I don't know how these cars are going to handle there. So I'm gonna have to do some practice and try to figure these cars out there. Hopefully, I'll get another top 3 finish.
Absolutely. That Cooler's Light looks pretty good on the podiums.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Not a problem. Well, you know what comes with those podium finishes, man. You can have all the shout-outs you would like to give whenever you're ready, my friend.
The first shout out goes to Jeff Rudick. He's always there racing with us and does a good job with us. Rudick for president, like always. And Cody Johnson for always racing with us. I've raced with him for a couple of years now. He's always very clean and helps everybody out. He's a great guy to race with. And Lucas Reed, he's always running with us too and giving us pointers when he can. So got a great group of guys going, and hopefully we can finish the season out strong.
Absolutely. Lucas didn't have the best of days. He was running very strong, and then it looks like he got the wall just a little bit, and I think that's what kind of ruined his day. But y'all did a great job out there. We appreciate the great racing and allowing us to be here. So, but Dover next week, we will catch you there.
Sounds good. And as always, great broadcast, guys. You do a great job. Talk to you next week.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. All right, next is going to be our winner chicken dinner, and that's going to be Cody Johnson.
All right. There you go.
Cody, this is Richard and Amanda up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. You got me.
Yes, we do. Well, you made it look easy there in right after the stage. Man, you took the lead and you pretty much held on to it. Nobody had anything for you. Man, tell us your secret. How was your car
Uh,
so fast?
I've been making a lot of laps at AutoClub over the past few weeks. I ran a lot of races last week in the I guess you say the ranked races, and then I've been doing quite a few trucks and Xfinity races this week. So I've made a lot of laps there. So I just kind of worked on saving my tires, and luckily it worked out and came to me there.
That it did. I mean, you put quite a gap on the rest of the field, and they couldn't catch you. Um, you had a couple fast cars that stayed out front for just a little while, and it looks like they burned up their tires. But you were definitely had the management down. Not bad at all for a 2 mile track. Next week is a little bit of a change up. You're going to be down to a 1 mile track, and that's going to be the Monster Mile of Dover. Can you keep up the momentum and maybe bring home a win there at Dover?
We'll see. I don't know. I don't have any laps at Dover, so I guess we'll just have to see how that goes. I'll try to practice some and um, hopefully have be there at the end and hopefully have some fun. But like I said, I'm still learning on iRacing. Got a long way to go, so we'll I guess see how it plays out. Hopefully, I can be there.
Absolutely. Well, you got to win. You got a podium finish, man. We let y'all have all the shout outs that you want to give, and the floor is yours whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. That's my actually maybe it'll mean something to y'all, but that was my first league win ever. So I've been iRacing for about 2 or 3 months, so that was the first one. So I appreciate y'all broadcasting it. And I'm sure I'll go back and watch it, and then also, all the guys that I practice with, run races with, talk to. We got Jay Rudick and Sean Anderson, Ryan, which he came with us from the Xbox side. Um, we got Lucas Reed that I think races in here with us as well. So we got quite a few guys that I race with, and between all of us, we try to learn together, and I appreciate them running with me.
Well, not a problem. Well, congratulations on your first league win ever. If you ever come over to Auburn or whatnot, man, I got a die cast for you.
Man, that'll work. I'm down in we're in Opelika quite a bit, so uh, yeah, we're close, real close here. I live in West Point, so not too far from you.
Oh, you're in West Point. Shit, I was in your neck of the woods yesterday. Went to Hunter's Pub.
Oh yeah, right down the road. We eat there quite a bit.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, we appreciate the good racing. Congratulations once again, and we will catch you later.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Well, I am going to steal Mr. Robert Gray. Watch this.
Oh Lord.
Mr. Robert Gray, this is Richard and Amanda in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, you made quite a bit of moves here tonight. You started at the back, which we were trying to figure out your strategy of starting in the back, and you were the biggest mover of the race.
Yeah, I wanted to start in the back just because I know how California starts can be. Everybody's really clean in this league, but I also didn't want to be the one to put my car somewhere and take everybody out. And I actually like having the first pit stop. It's kind of one of my favorite spots. I hate being at the end of the pit road or having to deal with getting on and off. So that was ultimately why I didn't qualify. And yeah, not too bad. Fifth place tonight. So I enjoyed it.
Absolutely, it was definitely good racing. Only a stage break caution. We saw a couple cars maybe get into the wall, but nothing strenuous, and everybody kept it together. So great racing on everybody's part, but you were the biggest mover, so we had to let you come in and give you some shout outs, my friend.
Oh yeah, certainly appreciate that. As always, appreciate all the admins and what everybody does to keep this thing running throughout the week, as well as both of y'all broadcasting. It's been a lot of fun. It's gone really well, and we've all enjoyed it a lot. And to everybody here who races, I mean, I wish sometimes we'd wreck more because just these long green flag runs they're taxing for sure. But no, it's fun. I'm glad we have racing like this in a previous league before we renamed ourselves. I think we would go on 10, 15 cautions a race. It was just pretty much pacing around, but now we actually get to race, do some strategy. So it's been fun, and appreciate everybody's help to keep this going.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you stopping by. Congratulations on being the biggest mover of the race. And, man, we'll catch you next time. You got Dover next week, so definitely put in some laps there. We expect something to happen with that number 3.
Oh yeah, I like Dover. It's a good track. It's gonna be fun, challenging for us, and yeah, we'll get some practice in this week. We do practices now Mondays and Fridays for everybody. Put those up so we can get some laps in. So yeah, it should be a good race this week.
Absolutely. We will catch you next time. We appreciate it, Robert.
Yep. Thank y'all.
Unexpected. Like to catch them off guard. Well,
Yeah,
Amanda, it was a really good race. Like I said, the racing next week is probably going to be a whole different story. We're going to probably see a few cautions come out. Probably not many, as the way these guys and girls drive. We probably won't see many, but we might see a few. But it's going to be a great race either way. They put on a great show each and every week, no matter if it's road courses or ovals. So can't wait to see what happens next week.
Oh, absolutely.
But unless you got anything else, we are going to call it a night.
I think we've covered everything, honestly, Richard. We'll be back here, Tuesday night?
Yes.
Yep. We get one night off.
No, not technically.
Uh-oh.
Well, we do have racing going on tomorrow. That's going to be with SOG Racing League. They are a street stock series that we're going to be broadcasting a few races for. So if you'd like to see some street stocks, definitely tune in tomorrow night. If Miss Amanda feels like joining me, it'll be me and her in the booth.
I don't see why not. Street stock sounds more of my speed anyway. Just saying. You get all the fancy, listen, I can do street cars and I can do drag cars. There's not really an in-between.
All right. Well, that's more Miss Amanda speed. So, all right. We'll catch us tomorrow night, but we are going to call it a night here. But we appreciate everybody that joined the stream and spent their Sunday evening with us. But tomorrow starts the work week, so we hope you all have a good rest of your good start of your week, and we will catch y'all tomorrow night. Y'all have fun. God bless, and see you later.